So that roll pan I painted a few weeks back. It's dry. We've been waiting for a chance. We can only really do this on the weekends because of his work schedule. So we're gonna throw the roll pan on so we have some place to mount the license plate to and get the wiring cleaned up back here for the license plate light, because they get pulled. They will pull you over around here for that, for not having your license plate illuminated at night. So roll pan, license plate, lights, blah, blah, blah. We're starting the two-tone paint job on Masta P's red GMC. Got some stainless steel sheet metal screws, washers, and lock washers, just so none of this comes loose later in life. And in the center, we drilled a hole. There's 5 holes across the top of the roll pan. So we're gonna hang it by the center mark and then balance it to get it right. We'll leave it a little loose to make sure we can line up our bottom. You look good over there?
Yeah.
So we can go ahead and mark and drill, or just drill since the roll pan's up, and tighten them all in. So we're gonna pre-drill with an 11/64 drill bit, because I didn't buy self-drillers, they don't make them in stainless, and I don't want those nice orange rust lines running down the back of the white roll pan. Stainless, so they're not magnetic. From the way it was stamped, it wants to kick out a little bit, so we're gonna have to put a hole here and through the fender, pinch it together, and pull it in to make it sit right. So when you assemble your screws, you always put a lock washer behind the head of the screw before your washer. Unless you got a nut. The lock washer does no good on the bolt side. You have to put it on your nut side, that way it doesn't want to vibrate off. So right here is where we have our overlap, where it meets up to the bumper. So we only have so much, well, I go back. We only have a little bit up here of red to screw into. The roll pan has a whole lot more metal to hit than what's available. Here, to catch any meat. Right. Push it back. That's even? Okay. All right, how'd we do? Man, caught it right in the middle. You swear I'd done this before.
Once.
That is a wrap on that.
Okay with this.
All right. I also never run my drill speed high because I ain't burning the damn things up. It's gonna cut how fast it wants to cut. Find your home. Okay. Yeah. Sit. So we got that fit right there, flat across the back. Stainless steel hardware. Back of this was dented pretty bad, got a little body work to do. And there's a dent right here. I'm gonna pull that flat. It'll line up. Nice and straight. Let's put some wires on this thing, Pete.
Yeah.
We got a square hole and a square LED. And this has a curve to it. So when you go screw your LED in, make sure you put this little thin plastic gasket in between the two to soak up the difference so it doesn't crack it when you screw it down. We gotta drill pilot holes for that too.
Oh, holes already in.
I already got the holes in it. Mighty nice of them. Wires are self-explanatory. Black ground, red hot. Is it a Phillips? Oh man, look at that.
Don't over tighten.
Do not. Will I do that? You get 2 clicks, that's it.
Face it.
Tight heat. Now we can go on the back side, put some lights on. All right, so LEDs are polarity sensitive. I'm gonna, before I crimp anything, got a brown and a white stripe. I believe that's hot. And then I have a black to black, and we'll see if that's negative. I guessed correctly. And if you don't have a crimper, the back of your pliers has one squeeze point right in the middle, so you can squeeze it on your wires.
Good.
Then you go black to black, which is ground. And I will have my crimper preloaded to ensure I crimp tightly on this end before I go to stick the other side in. These are waterproof connections. Believe it or not, West Marine really has the best price on these. And the quality that you get is really, really nice. But since this is Masta P's truck, we got these at Freight Harbor. Just that simple. So it's cut a little too long back here. I want to make sure everything's insulated. So like I did before, remind myself to do this way. And we'll ground it. I'm staggering my connections so they should fit back in the sheathing. And that's not going to flicker or dance or nothing like that. Heat this up with the heat gun, shrink them around. We do have a heat gun, unlike in Tony's video where we tried doing it with a lighter the whole time and the wind was blowing. I found my heat gun. So to beat the corrosion, we're just gonna shrink these so it crimps tight around the wires. So this was the factory convoluted tubing, which I believe is the proper name for wire loom. Stick it back in here, get a little wrap on the end so it stays in something. So you don't have dangling wires, and like I said, I stagger my connections so when I go to put them in, they'll lay flat instead of making a big knot. Get in the tube. You make sure it don't come open, give it a little wrap of tape. And this has a hole that pops back in. It stays nice and secure. Nothing hanging under the truck. Dude, that'll do it.
All day long.
So, like I said, when we pull that line, we're gonna pull it from the bottom of your tailgate instead of in the crease like everyone else does.
Right.
Because it leaves too much at the bottom. We want it to look low to the ground, not high off the ground. So we'll pull it from here, which is also right where your roll pan lines up with, and we'll wrap it around the corner.
And you want to brake light things, like you said, put in there.
Yeah, and then on the white, it'll pop. That'll be awesome.
Yeah.
Masta P's Red GMC, everyone. Appreciate y'all watching the throw the roll pan on real quick video. And that's how we did it. Plain and simple. Got rid of that ugly, funky bumper and put a nice tuck on the back of that truck. And we drop it on the ground, makes it look right. Was that you or the truck? That was the lift. Oh, that tuck's so nice. We're gonna wrap that light right around the side. Yeah, boy, making progress.